Does it feel like the school year is ending in a blur? You're not alone. But finishing strong doesn't have to mean that we do everything. Let's talk about how to wrap up with purpose without burning out. Today, we're talking about how to end the school year intentionally with a few simple steps that help you close the loop on all of your classes, protect your time, and actually feel like you're finishing the year strong instead of crawling across the finish line. We'll cover what to prioritize in the final stretch, a mindset shift that helped me feel more in control this time of year, how to use AI to simplify your to-do list so you can focus on what really matters. Welcome to the Secondary Teacher Podcast, the podcast for middle and high school teachers juggling multiple preps to get the strategies to reduce overwhelm so that you don't have to choose between being an effective teacher and prioritizing important relationships. I'm your host, Kristen Masick, a 10-year high school engineering teacher, former middle school assistant principal, and teacher coach. Every week, we will discuss strategies, systems, and time-saving tips to help you not only survive but thrive as a multiple prep teacher. This is the part of the year where multi-prep teachers are just done. Been planning, grading, pivoting, adjusting, and now the pressure to wrap it all up feels overwhelming. The truth, you don't have to do everything, and you definitely don't have to do it alone. The most important thing right now isn't checking every box, it's choosing the right ones. I've learned this the hard way. There was a year when I was struggling with juggling 4 different preps, and I was determined to have the perfect end of year for each class. I stayed late, I overplanned, and I still fell behind. What actually changed everything was narrowing my focus to what really mattered and giving myself permission to let go of the rest. So let's walk through how to do just that. The first thing you need to do is you need to decide what strong looks like for you. Strong doesn't mean fancy, it means complete. Ask yourself, what's one class you really want to end on a high note? And I mentioned one class here. Now, if you feel like you have the capacity to do it with multiple classes, that is great. But for this, I want you just to focus on one class. What do students need to finish? What do you need to feel like this year is done? You might decide that strong means finishing with a project. Maybe it's collecting reflections, having the students give you survey information, or it could just be that you are saying goodbye well. Number 2, you are going to simplify your list using AI. Instead of trying to remember every loose end, use AI to help you map it out. Here's a prompt to try. You are a teacher assistant. Create an end of year checklist for a high school teacher with multiple preps, including grading, classroom tasks, student activities, and personal reflection. You'll get a structured list you can edit, and suddenly you've got the plan instead of just a panic. Number 3, you are going to pick one class to wrap with intention. Choose a class that's felt the most meaningful, challenging, or even chaotic, and finish strong here. This could be a quick class top 3, so you've written out your top 3 lessons, memories, takeaways. Now, this can be something that you can do, or it can also be something that you invite your students to do with you. And then you can do a short goodbye note or an exit ticket, and then a simple reflection prompt you ask everyone to answer. The goal? Close the loop with that class in a way that feels complete for you and for them. Number 4, tackle the one task you've been avoiding. You know the one. That thing that keeps rolling to the bottom of your to-do list. Set a timer for 30 minutes and just start. For me, that ended up being some boxes that I had moved over from another school like 5 years before. And the greatest thing that we did that last week is we unpacked those boxes, and some of the things, quite a few of those things, were able to get tossed out, but having those boxes finally unpacked really set me up for success for the next school year. Even if you don't finish it, getting it started will give you momentum. And if it's a repeat task, consider possibly asking AI to streamline or automate part of it if that's something that can be automated. Number 5, let go of perfect. You're not a robot. You're a teacher who has shown up for your students all year long. letting go of any worksheets or anything that you have put together in a very thoughtful way or made sure that they match the rest of the theme of your class. If you're doing something like that, that doesn't mean that you have failed. It just means that you've prioritized. You do not have the time right now at the end of the school year that you may have had at the beginning of the year, and let's normalize that. Let's review what we've covered in today's episode. The first thing is you need to decide what strong looks like for you. You can also use AI to create a checklist so you're not carrying it all in your head. And then you can choose one class to end with care, tackle one thing that's been hanging over you, and let go of perfect because you've already done more than enough. If you want more support in simplifying your planning, check out my free mini PD. Make AI your teaching assistant. It's quick, practical, and gives you AI prompts to save you time now and in the fall. And if you're ready to take that next step and map out next year's curriculum with ease, my workshop, AI-powered curriculum mapping for busy teachers, will walk you through how to use AI to break down your course into units, plan around your real life, and walk into next year with a framework you can actually stick to. The links are in the show notes. You've made it this far. Let's finish with clarity, not chaos. Talk to you next week.